Okay, hello and welcome back to the second video on fast stone capture, and I'm going to show you a couple more tricks that you can do with the fast stone capture program. So you've got it already on your desktop and you double click it and it opens the little window, and as you can see here I've also opened my folder. I'll just open it again. So I've gone into Visualization Turbo Projects, Happy Me, Build Images and Happy People, and as you can see here I've collected a few images and they're Happy People 1 through 39, and there's a happy sign there. And you'll notice that some of these images are different sizes. So this one is 1200 by 800 pixels, so it's a huge image, and flashing that on your screen would be rather difficult, because when the flash comes up it can interfere with the mouse. So the idea is to have the images flashing at a certain size, and usually what I found over the last year or so of using Visualization Turbo is an image which is about 450 pixels maximum wide and maybe about 300 pixels maximum high, and that works very well for most computer screens. So what we're going to do is use fast stone capture, and we're going to edit some of these images, and then I'm going to show you another program which you can also use to edit images. So I'll click on the little icon on the far right hand side and I'm going to select Open File in Editor. So I'll open the file in the editor and I'll select Happy People, and I can take one image at a time and edit it. So let's just scroll down to that one that I just showed you, which is huge, and we'll work with that first of all. Now where is it? Here we go, Happy People 17. I'll open that. Now we can resize the image and we can also crop the image. So in order to crop the image, let me zoom out a little bit because it's absolutely huge image. Okay, so in order to crop the image, all I do is I select where I'm going to start, and I'll start down here, and I draw a little box around the image and I select crop, and it cuts away the excess part of the image which is really unnecessary. Okay, so we still have a huge image. If you look down here, it's 941 by 800, and it's simply too large to be useful on your screen flashing up. So what I'll do now is I'll resize it, and I'll pick myself I could pick a standard size of say 320 by 240. Let's have a little look at that. Okay, and I'm going to view it at 100%. So that's the actual size the image would come up, and that's pretty good. So I think I'll stick with that and I'll save it. Okay, I've replaced it, so I'll just close that. And now if I go back to the image, you can see it's a lot smaller. So let's do that with another one. So on the right hand side I'll open File in Editor and I'll select this image here. Okay, and I'll open that, and again this is huge. This is 4000 pixels by 3000 pixels. So the first thing I'll do is I'll resize it so I'll fit to the window. And children are fantastic. They have smiley eyes, happy faces, a perfect example of happiness. So I'll just zoom out a little bit more, and what I want to do is I want to crop this image, so I'll select about that much of it, which is very nice. So I'll select about, I think I might select that much, and I'll crop the image, and then I'll do the same thing as before and I'll resize that, and I'll just pick a standard size again. Click OK, and then just to check what I've done, I'll view it at 100%, and that's how the image will come out. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. and I'll save it. So I've written over the original image. So if we look at this down here again, where are we? Oh, it's gone rather small, hasn't it? There we go. It's just there, and I'll open it up, and you can see it's a really nice size. So let's pick another one. Let's pick this one here. This is quite a good one, and I've already resized that to give you an example, but I'm going to resize this one again. So what I'll do is I'll go down here and I'll open File in Editor, and I'll select this image here and open it, and you can see this is a huge image again. And I'll first of all select an area that I want. So if I select that, that's rather nice, and then I'll crop the image, and it cuts away all of the excess. And this image is still quite high. It's 524 pixels high, which is quite a lot of height on the screen. So I want to resize that, and I'll pick a standard in fact I won't pick a standard size. Let's make it about 300 high, which will make it 140 wide, and I'll just double check that that's at 100%. That looks fine to me, and I'll save that. Where are we? Okay, Happy People 22. I'll overwrite it, and I'll close that window. So the idea is to just go through your images now and optimize the images so that they are more usable on the screen. And a quick explanation of that is, when you're working on something on your computer, every time you click your mouse, the mouse will click onto the screen. Occasionally, because the images are jumping around and flashing onto the screen, occasionally those images will pop up under the mouse at the precise time that you click it. It's quite rare if you use smaller images, but if you've got a huge image this size, the chances of it happening are quite large. So the idea is to have the images flick up randomly on the screen in a least obtrusive way so that they don't interfere with your normal work process. Occasionally an image is going to flick up and you're going to click at the same time, and then you're going to have to click again. So it's just a little hiccup there, but something which is easily lived with, and I'll go into more detail on how to optimize the images in a later video. So the first step now is to use your Faststone Capture, go through all of the images, crop the images, and then you have a nice set of images that you can work with. And on the next video I'm going to show you the Faststone Photo Resizer, which shows you which you can use to resize the images really quickly. So you could select all of the images in here and load them, click one button, and it will resize all of them in less than a minute. So it's a way of speeding up the process. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next video.